5 things you didn't know about North Korea. Point 1. Punishment for defection. If you're caught fleeing to China, you usually face 1 to 5 years in a labor camp with interrogation and abuse. But if you're caught trying to go to South Korea, it's considered treason. You can be sent to a political prison camp, sentenced to life in harsh conditions, or even executed. In many cases, your whole family, parents, children, even grandparents, are punished too. 2. The Jangmadang markets. Most people think North Korea has no markets. But in reality, Jangmadang, literally market grounds, are informal markets that began in the 1990s during the famine known as the Arduous March. When the government's food ration system collapsed, people created their own markets to survive. At first they were illegal, but without them millions more would have starved, so the regime tolerated them. Today, the Jangmadang are everywhere, selling food, clothes, and goods smuggled from China. They created the Jangmadang generation, young people who think more about survival and trade than about communist ideology. 3. Defection brokers. Escaping North Korea almost always requires a broker. These brokers operate in North Korea, China, and South Korea. The cost is enormous, more than most North Koreans could earn in a lifetime. Some defectors work illegally in China to pay back the debt, while others rely on relatives or sponsors in South Korea to cover the cost. Without brokers, defection is nearly impossible. 4. Military service. In South Korea, military service lasts about 18 to 21 months. In North Korea, it's 10 years for men and 7 years for women. At the DMZ, North Korean soldiers sometimes watch South Korean soldiers finish their short service and leave for civilian life. According to defectors, many North Korean soldiers feel jealousy and despair when they see this. Point 5. The Navy's fuel tanks. There are reports from defectors that in the North Korean Navy, fuel tanks are often diluted with water. Why? Because soldiers siphon off fuel before they leave the service, then top it up with water so the levels still look correct. Later, when the Navy uses the ships, the fuel is useless. Half oil, half water. It's an example of how corruption and desperation even reach into the military.